Think about it. For the last 2 decades, almost everything we've done online has started from the exact same place: a blank white page, a search bar. We were all taught to search, click, and wade through a sea of blue links to find what we were looking for. Well, that whole era might be over. OpenAI, the minds behind ChatGPT, just dropped a browser that isn't about helping you search. It's about doing the work for you. In this video, we're breaking down how their new browser, ChatGPT Atlas, is a fundamental threat to Google's entire empire and plans to automate the internet as we know it. Let's be real. Has using Google started to feel like a chore? You're not just searching anymore. You're dodging ads, scrolling past listicles written for robots, and landing on forum posts from 2009. The problem is that Google was built for a different internet. An internet of links. It's a directory. But most of the time, you don't want a list of websites. You just want the answer, right? Google knows this, which is why they've been pushing AI overviews and zero-click answers. But that's just a patch on an old system. So what if a browser was built from scratch with a totally different goal? Not just linking you to places, but actually doing things. This is ChatGPT Atlas. Launched in October 2025 for macOS, it's built from the ground up around ChatGPT. And no, this isn't just another browser with an AI sidebar tacked on. The whole point is to change how we interact with the web, moving from browsing to just having a conversation. Its most powerful and controversial feature is a preview for paying users called Agent Mode that unlocks its agent-like abilities. This gives the AI permission to actively work on your behalf, all while you supervise. So imagine you want to plan a weekend trip. Normally, you'd open 20 tabs for flights, hotels, and restaurants. With ChatGPT Atlas, you just give it a prompt. Find me a round-trip flight to San Diego for next weekend, a hotel near the beach under $300 a night, with good reviews, and book a dinner reservation for 2 at a top-rated Italian restaurant on Saturday. With these agent features, ChatGPT Atlas can open tabs, compare options, fill out forms, and present you with a final itinerary, ready for your confirmation. Now, this feature is still in preview and requires user supervision. It isn't fully autonomous just yet, but it signals a massive change. And OpenAI isn't alone. This is part of a larger trend toward AI agent browsers from companies like Perplexity and even Google itself, which is developing its own agent payments protocol. But ChatGPT Atlas is the first one to really put the AI agent front and center. It's not an add-on, it is the experience. And this is where things get really bad for Google, like existential threat bad. First up, ads. Google's entire empire is built on one thing: you clicking on links. But if an AI agent does the digging for you and just gives you the answer or makes a purchase on your behalf, you never see the ads. You never click. And that multi-billion-dollar search business starts to look shaky. Second, it's about commerce. OpenAI is already making moves to own the transaction with a feature called Instant Checkout. Thanks to a partnership with Stripe and integrations with platforms like Etsy and Shopify, users in the US can now buy products directly within a ChatGPT conversation. Imagine asking for a gift recommendation. The AI doesn't just find it, it facilitates the purchase right there in the chat. This completely bypasses Google Shopping and maybe even Amazon's homepage. This is the biggest threat Google has faced in a decade. But what do you think? Is Google too big to fail? Let me know in the comments below. Look, this is bigger than just a new browser. It's a fundamental shift in how the internet works. We're going from an internet of links that we have to navigate ourselves to an internet of agents that we can just delegate tasks to. The browser is becoming less of a window and more of a personal assistant. Now, is ChatGPT Atlas perfect? Of course not. Analysts are quick to point out that it's not some 10 times better experience yet, and that Google can and will copy many of its features. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to show a glimpse of a more efficient future. So ChatGPT Atlas isn't just a new browser. It's a new model for how we interact with the internet. It reframes our relationship with technology, from actively searching to simply asking, and from browsing to getting things done. The browser wars are back, but this time the prize isn't just web traffic. It's the future of how humanity interfaces with intelligence. Make sure to like and subscribe to help the channel.